Yeah, I think now you can see. G1 is x plus 20. We all see angle G1, it's x plus 20. And then we also have angle H. They say angle H here it is 2x plus 10. Then they say DE is parallel to FG. So this DE is parallel to, remember here is D, here it's E. So this is our line DE is parallel to FG. This is our line FG. So DE is parallel to FG. Hopefully you spotted that. Now, before I carry on, I want us to look at a quadrilateral DFGH. What you guys think is this quadrilateral DFGH? What is this called? What do we call DFGH? Normally, the examiner tell us, or DFGH, what is it? In this case, they did not tell us. What do you think is DFGH? Look at this quadrilateral DFGH. What is this shape in this case with regard to Euclidean geometry called? Parallelogram, okay? Uh, nope, Asion. Rhetoric, what we're going to say, firstly, I want you to understand what it's a quadrilateral. First, why am I saying it's a quadrilateral? Even a parallelogram is a quadrilateral. Why am I saying it's a quadrilateral? Because it has got 4 sides. If you look at this shape, D, F, G, H has got 4 sides. Yes, Sensei. Nope. Actually, you'll get what I. Okay. Thanks for trying, guys. I can see you are really you really. It's not a big deal. I want us to just to call it a cyclic quad. Is a cyclic quad. Cyclic quadrilateral. I just want to use the word cyclic quadrilateral. Why am I saying DFGH is a cyclic quadrilateral? Because all the points of this quadrilateral, they are at the circumference of a circle. Ge o ka bona di-point ka moka ga tsona di le mafelelong a circle, gore that quadrilateral, it's a cyclic quad. Something like this. Re ke dire a circle she. Then ke dire shape she. Why is this a quadrilateral? Because it has got 4 sides. A quadrilateral has got 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is not just a quadrilateral, it's a cyclic quadrilateral. Why are we saying it's a cyclic quadrilateral? It's a cyclic quadrilateral because all points A, B, C, and D, all these points, they are at the circumference of a circle. Di mafelelong a circle. All these points, they are at the edge of a circle. That is why we say it's a cyclic quadrilateral. If it was something like this. Guys, you have to know a cyclic quadrilateral, especially in Euclidean geometry. If it was something like this, A, B, C, D. So is this a quadrilateral? A, B, C, D. Is it a quadrilateral? A. Because it has got 4 sides. It is a quadrilateral. It has this side, this side, this side, this side. It is a quadrilateral. Amogelang, is it a cyclic quadrilateral? Awa. Good. No. Why? Good. B specifically. B is not at the circumference. Gore B e mesapa gore ntwe ibe A, B, C, D, even a quadrilateral. But now if you look at D, going back to our circle, going back to our shape, if you look at D, F, D, F, G, H is a cyclic quadrilateral because all points of this quadrilateral are at the circumference. Let me come back to you, Sensei. Do you think EDHG is a cyclic quadrilateral? EDHG. EDH, good. It's a cyclic quadrilateral because all points of a quadrilateral are at the my drawing. All points are at the circumference. If I were to draw it very well, all point here it's our cyclic quad. So actually in this question we have got two cyclic quad. Another one drawn with a green color and another one drawn with a red color. We have got two cyclic quadrilateral. Now, guys, there are theorems that has to do with a cyclic quad. Every time when we see a cyclic quad, there are certain theorems that has to do with cyclic quadrilateral. What are those theorems that has to do with a cyclic quadrilateral? Number one, we say opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. Don't forget the theorems, guys. Opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary, meaning that every time when we have a quadrilateral, the opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral will be supplementary. Guys, let's look at the cyclic quadrilateral EDHG. EDHG. Do you see EDHG? This cyclic quadrilateral with a green color ink. Which angles do you think are opposite there? Is opposite to which one? Let me give it to Amalang. In quadrilateral EDHG is opposite to which angle? Angle is opposite to which one? H, good. Angle E, this angle E here is opposite to angle H. It means that angle E plus angle H, when you add them, they must give you 180. When we say opposite angles are supplementary, we simply means that when we add them, they must give us 180. That's what supplementary means. Supplementary means when you add the opposite angles, they must give you 180. So E is opposite to H. Therefore, angle E plus angle H, when we add them, they must give us to 180. Now I'm going to Sensui. Sensui, angle D is opposite to which angle in our cyclic quadrilateral EDHG, drawn with a green color ink? Angle D is opposite to which angle? G, good. Angle D is opposite to G. So it means that angle D plus angle G, when we add them, they must give us 180. Always, guys, in a cyclic quad, we say opposite angles are supplementary. What are the angle getting opposite? How the add? So I'm going to 180. So let me test if you understand the concept. Let me draw a circle here. Let me draw a cyclic quad with a red color. and say A, B, C, D. Let's say angle B is 60. Amogelang. What do you think is the value of angle D, which is referred to as X? Remember, ABCD is a cyclic quad. Therefore, opposite angles are supplementary. What do you think is angle D, shown by X? Angle D shown by X. What do you think? How much you think is going to be angle D, Amogelang? Is it difficult? Amu? Good. 120. The procedure, you set angle B plus angle D, it's 180. Give me a reason, Sentry. Why are we saying angle B plus angle D is 180? Good, good. In a short way, you just say opposite angles of a cyclic quad are supplementary. That's the short way. You just say opposite angles of a cyclic quad are supplementary. You now say, I know angle B. I know the value of angle B. Angle B is 60. So you say 60 plus D is 180. Therefore, angle D is 180. You take 60 to the other side. You are solving for D, remember? So it means that D is 180 minus 60. D is 120. Opposite angles of a cyclic quad are supplementary. So let's say angle A perhaps is 45. How much you think will be angle C, Sensui? Angle C, Sensui? Angle C, good, 135. Procedure, you say angle A plus angle C is 180. Reason, Amogelang, why angle A plus C is 180? Good. Opposite angles of a cyclic quad are supplementary. Opposite angle of a cyclic quad are supplementary. Therefore, angle A is 45. So you say 45 plus C, 180. Therefore, angle C is 180 minus 45, which is 135. We now know that opposite angles of a cyclic quad are supplementary, which is very, very important. Now I'm going to go to another theorem of a cyclic quad. Remember, I'm talking about the theorems that has to do with a cyclic quad. One of the theorem, opposite angle of a cyclic quad are supplementary. I'm going to another theorem now. The theorem also is about a cyclic quad. Let me draw another circle and let me draw a cyclic quad again, because we are talking about the cyclic quad, guys. A, B, C, D. Now pay attention. Let me say This line of AD, do you see the line of AD? The line from A to D, actually a chord AD. Let's extend this line. Let's extend the line a bit, a little bit. A straight line, yes, is extended. The line AD is extended. Okar line AD if itile ganyane so. Do you see it? The line AD is now extended. And guys, be careful. I'm not referring to something like this. This is not the extension of the line AD, because line AD should be a straight. If we were extending AD, it was going to come with a straight line like this. Yes, this is the extension. You'll see where my line ya AD ichwala pele. But here, line ya no chwala somewhere here. I choose AD, this one. So be careful of this one. I'm not referring to such line. When I talk about the extension, let me extend DC. You will see. You see? Straight line sela ukarsia theta. This is the extension. I'm not talking about something like this one. Be careful. Maybe inur. This is not the extension of DC. Line will ukarituela DC. So now let me extend. This is the extension I'm talking about. Once the line AD is extended, there is an angle here outside the cyclic quad. We call it the exterior angle of a cyclic quad. This exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral, guys, angle ya kantle e lekana le angle ya ka mogare ye ileng opposite to yona. Guys, this opposite to which angle? D. Angle D is opposite to which angle? B. Good. It means that angle ya ka mo ntle ga cyclic quad e lekana le B. Let me say maybe ke D1 ya ka ntle, maybe ke D2. Re tlo re angle D2 is equals to angle B. Why? The exterior angle of a cyclic quad equals to the opposite interior angle. So angle ya kantle e lekana le ya ka gare mara ye leng opposite. If D is opposite to B, it means angle ya kantle D2 e lekana le angle B. So let me extend the line of AB like this. Now let me say A1, A2. Angle A2 ke ya kantle sentswe ke the exterior angle of a cyclic quad as well. E kantle ga cyclic quad. So angle A2 o nana re e lekana le efe sentswe? Obviously ya kantle e no di ka e lekana le ya ka mogare. Angle A2 e lekana le efe sentswe? Good. Angle A2 equals to C. What is the reason, amogelang? Why do we say A2 equals to angle A2 equals to angle C? What is the reason? Why angle A2 re lekana le angle C, amogelang? Good. The exterior angle of a cyclic quad equals to the opposite interior angle. Good, I'm happy. Now, let's check, let's deal with this confusion. Still a cyclic quad, our focus for today. Do you guys think that angle A1 is equals to angle C. Angle A1 is not equals to angle C. Good. This is not the exterior angle of a cyclic quad, because the exterior angle of a cyclic quad, we are extending a line. Maybe we are extending AD, or maybe the line AB not from nowhere. Hopefully you get that. Now let's go to this question. Since we know a cyclic quad, let's go to this question. Since we know the cyclic quad, but let's talk about ED, the line ED again, and the line FG. They say the line AD is parallel to the line FG. So guys, parallel lines produce the following angles. Parallel lines produce the following angles. Every time when we have parallel lines, we must look for these angles. One, we must look for what we call the corresponding angles. Parallel lines produce corresponding angles. What are the parallel line, guys? We check the corresponding angles. Number one, every time we need parallel lines, we check for the corresponding angles. You must also check for what we call exterior angles. When we have parallel lines, you must also check for angles such as the exterior angles. You must also check for what we call co-interior angles. These three type of angles, you must check for them when we have parallel lines. So what are the corresponding angles? A revision, you did this thing in grade 10, grade 9. Let's say AB is parallel to CD, and we have got angle X, Y, Z, Q, P, and M. Which angles do you think they are corresponding here? We have got corresponding angles on this shape. Which angle do you guys think they are corresponding angles? Angle Y is equals to angle M. These are the corresponding angle. Angle Y correspond with angle M. Now look, if I were to pick Y and M, these angles they form. Let me look at which two lines make angle Y. Is this line and this one. Which two line makes angle M? Is this line and this one. Look at this shape. It's an F shape. It means that corresponding angles, they always form an F shape. Ga o lebelela maline a dirang angle ya gago, o swantse the angle tša gago, if they are corresponding, you must find the F shape. Let me say we have two lines here, they are parallel. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are saying angle 1 and angle 3, they are corresponding angles. Our check or angle 1 is between which two lines? Is between this line and this line. Let's check angle 3 is between which two lines? Is between this line and this line. Which shape is produced? F shape. So it means that these angles, they are what we call corresponding angles. It's very, very important to spot corresponding angles. They form an F shape. Let's also look at the alternate angles, which form a Z shape. This one form F shape. This one must form a Z shape. Let's say we have got parallel lines again. AB is parallel to CD. Let's have this line here. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are my angles. 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to look for the alternate angles which form Z shape. Number one. Alternate angles are between parallel lines. They must be between parallel lines. When we say the angles are the alternate angles, they must be between parallel lines, guys. So it means the only angles that can be alternate maybe is 3, 4, 5, 6. Between parallel line. Look, this is a parallel line. This is a parallel line. What do we find between parallel lines? We see angle 3, we see angle 4, we see angle 5, we see angle 6. All these angles, they are between our parallel lines. Now, another thing about alternate angles, we said they are between parallel lines. That is not the only thing. Another thing, they must be on the opposite side of a transversal. What is a transversal? A transversal is that line that touch both two parallel lines. Line ya khumama line alem parallel kamuka. This line is a transversal because it passed through a parallel line here and it also passed through a parallel line here. So we are saying that alternate angles, they are on the opposite side of a transversal. So yengwe ga ile ka kua lining yeula yengwe kam gora gore angle 3, it can be alternate to angle 5 because they are on the same side. The alternate angle, they must be on the opposite side of a transversal. Free, so another one must be this side. And obviously it can't be 4 because 3 and 4, they are on the same line. AB. So they cannot be alternate this one. Angle 3 is alternate to this guy here at the corner. Angle 6. Angle 3 and angle 6, they are alternate. Now, line young angle 3 is this one and this one. Young angle 6 is this one and this one. Look at the shape here. It's a Z shape. So alternate angles form a Z shape. So angle 3 and angle 6, they are alternate. So alternate angles, they must be on the opposite side of a transversal. Wherever angle 4 is alternate to angle 5. Transversal, transversal, and they can't be close to each other like 5 and 6, no, and 3 and 4, no. The alternate is 4 and 5. Alternate is 3 and 6. Alternate angles, they are between parallel lines. My Zoom meeting is up. I will make a new link. I have to make a new link and send a new link to those guys. Zoom allows me to have a class for 45 minutes. So let me make a new link and invite those guys back so we can carry on. No, I don't want to share screen. What's happening here? I want to invite those guys back. And then I also have to invite Subutuma back. Oop, invited, so we can go back. Now I can share the screen. Yes. Okay. None has joined. So yes, I was talking about alternate angles, guys. I'm saying alternate angles. They must always be between parallel lines. Alternate angles must always be between parallel lines. So if you have got two parallel lines, like this one, we say this line is parallel to this one, and we have a transversal. Remember, transversal is a line that passes through both parallel lines. It should be a straight line. So it means that these angles, which are between parallel lines, these four angles, let me say this is x, this is y, this is z, this is z, this is p. All these four angles, uh, they have a chance of being alternate. Remember, two angles will be alternate to each other. In this case is x, that is alternate to p, because you can see they are on the opposite side. If x is on the left of a transversal, p is on the right. And then it means also y, also angle y is alternate to angle z. Alternate angles, they are between two parallel lines and on the opposite side of a transversal. Guys, you are welcome back. Now look, guys, our level angle x is between which two line? Is between this line and this line. Let's look at angle P. Angle P is between this line and also between this line again. So look at the shape formed here. It means angle X and angle P, they form a Z shape. Z shape. So they are alternate. They are alternate angles. Can you guys try to spot alternate angles on this shape? Guys, the first thing that you do, we see parallel lines here. We see that ED is parallel to FG. This sign here means that these two line ED and FG, they are parallel. So let's figure out a transversal between these two lines. This can be a transversal, this, because it touches both our parallel line. It touches the parallel line here, and it also touches a parallel line here. So this line is called a transversal. So can you guys look now? Let's look at the angles between parallel lines. This guy, I don't want to, this angle D1 and this angle here and this angle G1 and this angle here. All these four angles, 1, 2, 3, 4, they are between parallel lines. Which line can be alternate? Level. If you were to look at this angle T1, we see what is this side of a transversal. Is this side. Look at T1. Is on this side of a transversal. It means that the angle that can be alternate to D1 must be this side of a transversal. Where is this? Where is the angle this side of a transversal? It's angle F. Angle F here. So it means that angle D1 is alternate to angle F. They are equal, guys. Alternate angles are equal. It means angle D1 and angle F are equal. So which angle, guys, do you think they are alternate here? Look for other angles that are alternate. Looking at our shape, which other angle do you think they are alternate? You don't see alternate angles here beside G1 and F. Good. E and G1. Good. Because if you look at angle E, I'm impressed. If you look at angle E, is this side. And if you look at G1, is this side. So, and let's look at these two angles. Angle E and G1. Angle E is here. Is between this line and this line. Let's go and look at angle G1. Is between this line and this line. So let me just extend this line. Look at the shape that this angle and this angle form. Look, it's a Z shape. So it means angle E and G1, they are alternate. So you guys, you have all the concept that you need to solve the problem here. Now let's see. They say determine the size of DEG. Actually, they are looking for angle E in a triangle DEG. Well, DEG, they are looking for this angle E. Let me just highlight the triangle they are talking about. This, something like this, DEG, and they are looking for this angle E in terms of x, meaning that your answer is allowed to have x within. Your answer might be x plus 2. Your answer might be x plus 10. What do you think is the value of angle E in this case? They say determine DEG. They are looking for this angle in terms of x. Sense? Good. Impressive. You are making my day. X plus 20 degree. So how do you get it? Explain your concepts here. How do you know that? Yes. Or you are saying angle E is equals to angle G1. You write the reason this side. You say alternate angles are equal. You also specify which line are parallel. Can you specify the parallel line for us, Amogalang? Good. ED is parallel to FG. Therefore, angle E is equals to x plus 20. We already know what G1 is x plus 20. It means even this one is x plus 20. Even in the exam room, you write here with your pencil. You say x plus 20. Now they say calculate the size of DHG. They are looking for angle H. They are looking for this one in the middle. But they are also guiding you in which triangle? DHG. DHG. They are looking for this angle, guys. The size of this angle. They actually don't want it in terms of x. They want the size. How much is this angle? Let us give it to you, Amgalang. How much do you think is the size of this angle H? They want this angle here. Look, gore o gomane gore the size of angle yo ba bokae o tlhoka go tseba eng? Lebella, that is 2x plus 10. O tlhoka go tseba mmola gore o kgone go tseba the size of. Yes, you need to know x. So ask yourself, how can you find the x? How can you solve for x? If you know x, you will know the size of that angle. And you solve for x is Euclidean geometry. Don't forget your theorems. Come with a way of solving for x using your theorems. Is there any theorem that can assist you in solving for x there? Look at this shape very well. And another hint, TLH. This one, make sure that you remember it. Normally when you are solving 10.2, the answer that you find in 10.1 might be helpful. Remember this logic in asking questions in mathematics, where normally they ask you at 10.1, they ask you something at 10.1, and when you are at 10.2, they expect you to use what you got at 10.1 to assist you. Is there any way that the answer that you got at 10.1 can help you to solve 10.2? What did you get at 10.1? You found that angle E at triangle DEG is x plus 20. Is there any way this angle can help you? Perhaps in solving for x. Yes, how? Yes, angle E, you are getting there. Angle E, good. Angle E plus angle H, good. Nice, nice. Let's hear Senzo help us with the reason here. Why angle E plus angle H is 180 degree? Opposite angles. You have to specify opposite angles of a cyclic quad. You are right, but you have to say it. Opposite angles of a cyclic quad are supplementary. Yeah, you are getting. You see, Amogalang is very important. Go answer 10.2. We put it sure 10.1 equal to shajwa. Sometimes you have to check that. So angle E is x plus 20. Angle H is 2x plus 10. And they give us 180. So how can we carry on now, Amogalang? Good. What do? We group like terms. X plus 2x is how much? So I can say 3x plus 30. It's 180. I've grouped 20 with 10. I said it's 30. Now, what can we do from 3x? Carry on. 3x, good, minus 30. 150. So the value of x is 50 degree. Now, Sensei, the value of x is 50 degree. How much do you think, Sensei, is the size of h, DHG? Good, 110. Good. Angle H there in DHG is 110, is 2 into 50 plus 10, which is 110. So how much you think is angle E? The size of angle E, Amogalang? Good, 70. Good, good. How much you think is the size of angle F, Sensui? Angle F. Eh. You have to recall that you have to recall that H is 110, E it's 70. Good, it's 70. Yes. Now, guys, can you give us the reason why it's angle E and angle F equal? This is 70. This is 70. Can you give us the reason why they are equal? Maybe it's because I did not do this theorem with you. You have to know this theorem. Can you guys give us the reason why it's angle E and angle F equal? Okay, let me ask you this question. Angle E is subtended by which chord? Amogelang. Angle E is subtended by which chord? Ke le boditse ka re you have to know gore angle is subtended ke eng. Angle E is subtended by which chord? D and G. Good. D and G. Good. Is subtended by D and G. Since angle F on a right subtendile ke eng? Good. Now, wakwar kamkal na you are saying angle E, amogelang gore angle E is subtended by D and G. Angle F sentswe or is subtended by D and G. Now, it means that these angles are equal because they are subtended by the same chord. Na angles subtended by the same chord are equal. D and G or angles subtended by the same arc are equal. Bo, angle E, ge e šala e ba gona, e formile ke D and G. Angle F, D and G. So these angles, they are equal. Erko botse, ba bangwe ba re, some says angle in the same segment. Don't be confused. So one can say E equals to F. Warum mutishia are angles in the same segment. Is still correct. Another one can say angle equals to angle F. Why? Angles subtended by the same chord, or you can same arc. These angles are equal, guys. Let's check angles just subtended like the same chord or same arc. Can you express D1 in terms of x? Sensui. Angle D1 in terms of x. Can you express it in terms of x? Hint. Angle subtended by the same chord. The hint is D1. Yes, is subtendile ki ili he D1 aya subtendile ki ili h because yes subtendile ki ili h ki tsona ka moka ki D1 and D2. Good, ki ili F. A ona angle e nngwe e subtendileng ki ili F. I say angle e nngwe ya go subtenda ki ili F. King. E ka ke G1 arbo. Good, ke G1. G1 yone subtendile ke EF. Lebella from E, from F, we will meet at G. From E, from F, we will meet at D1. So these angles, they are equal. They are subtended by the same chord. So D1 equals to G1. Be careful of this theorem where we say angles are subtended by the same chord. Hopefully we will meet it when we keep doing Euclidean geometry. This is another question of Euclidean geometry. But I wanted to do the one where there is angle subtended by the same chord. Okay, it's fine. Let's carry on with this one. Question 11. Let's carry on with question 11. Okay, it's fine. Can someone read for us on question 11? Okay, it's fine. I will read. I don't know if O is the center of the circle. O, here is O. So is the center of the circle. PTR. P T R. Okay. N is a point on a chord RP. Here it's N. It's a point on our chord RP. If you can look at N, is on the line of RP. And then such that ON is parallel to PR. Where is ON? Here it's ON. Is parallel to PR. It means this angle is 90 degrees. It is shown. I once said if ON is parallel to PR, I mean perpendicular. I don't know why I'm saying parallel. ON is perpendicular to PR. Perpendicular lines, we see them when we see 90 degree, it shows that ON is perpendicular to PR. Okay? And then they are also saying that RS and PS are tangent. RS and PS are tangent. I talked about this theorem yesterday. Where okay, can someone tell me why is RS? Okay, can you give me a side which is equals to RS? Guys, looking at this our shape, is there any side which is equals to RS? Sentwe? You guys, you are making my day. I'm very proud of you guys. PS. Can you give a reason, Amogelang? Why is RS equals to PS? Okay, let me go back to Sensor and hear why is he saying RS equals to PS? It's true. RS equals to PS is true. Why are you saying RS equals to PS? But I agree with you. They are not just lines from the same point. They are tangent drawn from the same point. You are right. RS, come RS and PS. Kiri tangent. And a kiri tangent, or they come from the same point. That same point is S. She. Re ka no re PS, for example, re ka no re tloga go S shear ya fitla ya go masekele mo. and then ra re ye ke yona SR e tloga go S shile ya ya khoma circle mo. So we claim that they come ka pele ga tsona this tangent, they come from S. So we say tangent drawn from same point. So how much you think is the size of PS? Amogelang, the size of PS, how much you think it is? It is 15 because illegal RS, it is 15. Tangent drawn from the same point. TS is given to be 9. TS, where is T? I don't see where is T. Maybe it's here. Okay, TS, it's 9. Okay, angle RPS here is 42,83. Now they says calculate the size of NOR. Actually, angle O in triangle NOR. Are level NOR. They want this angle, guys. How much you think is this angle, the size of this angle? So let's talk. How can we reach to how can we find angle O, the size of this angle, angle O? Is there any way we can find the size of angle O? Yeah, this is mathematics now. Wow. Yeah, angle, the size of angle O. Wabona matter sometimes o ka better because you know you want angle O, but you don't actually go to you don't actually solve angle O directly. Before you can even solve O, you start by solving other things. Could you solve that part, then you have to solve angle O. You don't go directly to O and say you don't start by saying let me show you what I'm talking about. You don't start by saying O, then you start calculating O. Sometimes you have to solve other things first. Maybe you solve Rn. Then after you solve Rn, is then now you can solve O. Sometimes you don't go exactly and start calculating O. So guys, you have to ask yourself, I know that I want to calculate O, angle O, but looking at the information here, what can I do? Looking at the information. By looking at the information, I see that I can calculate Rn. That one I'm quite sure. I can calculate Rn because no, something is wrong. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. But I wanted to calculate. It's just this 9 is from T to S. I thought 9 is from N to S. Yes, now I have to be careful there. So, but there is something we can do. Guys, let's take OT one. Let's take OT. Actually, let's check. What can we do? We already know what this one is 15 this side. Wabona, I'm not solving O. I'm not going directly to solving O. I'm start by saying I know PS is 15. I just put 15 here. I'm thinking, what can I do else? PS is 15. So what else can I do? I know again, I'm showing you technique of solving the problem. I don't know the answer as well. I'm trying to figure the solution out. I know again that OR is equivalent to which length. OR is equals to what, guys? OR, remember, is a radius. OR is equivalent to what? Nice. OR is equivalent to OT. Leon is a radius. So in your when you are solving problem, when you are busy figuring out how can you find O, remember that OR is equals to OT. They are radii. They are equal radius. What else now can we do? What else can we now do? Jesus. Guys, we are solving problem, right? We also that's why I'm saying we are thinking up. When we do maths, we also have to say, oh, this is isosceles triangle. This triangle, it's isosceles triangle. Why? It has got two sides that are equal. Remember, this side is equals to this side. PS equals to RS. So remember, guys, ke rile ge re na le isosceles triangle, re na le maside tša go lekana, gora re na le di-angle tša go lekana. Angle P e lekana le which angle amogelang? Good. So what are here? You know is 42,83. Good. Is 42,83. So angle R as well is 42,83. We are solving problem here. You see, we are busy gathering information. What else can we do now? We know this side, we know this side, we know this angle, we know this angle. What else can we do? Look again. We know that the value of this angle here is 90. Even this one is 90. Even this one is 90. All these angles here, they are 90s. Why am I saying they are 90s? Why is this part 90 century? This one. This angle here. Why is it 90? RP. But that's not the reason. But Kiagana, that is not the reason. The reason is that they are on a straight line. Angles on a straight line, they add up to 180. Level L. Angle ye. Le angle this one here. Diga straight line ye. Let me make that straight line with a different color. This one. This is our straight line. So if this angle is 90, so I'm going to add did 180. Angle on a straight line will add so I'm going to 180. So because this one is 90, it means that this angle, this side as well should be 90. And even this one should be 90. Because this one plus this one, they will give you 180. They are on this straight line. 90 plus 90, 180. Angle on a straight line is 180, which means that all these angles here is 90, 90, 90. So we're gathering a lot of information here. So what else can we do? Remember, we are looking for O. And O, what is O? O is the angle at the center of a circle. Angle O is the angle at the center of a circle. Yes. Let me check. Let me read something a little bit. But it's at the center, but it's subtended by RT. We don't have another angle subtended by RT. Nope. I wanted to apply the theorem angle at the center is twice the one at the circumference. Not applicable. So we are looking for O, right? So how can we find O? O is on a triangle RON, where RO is equivalent to TO. Angle at the center is twice the angle at the, which is not applicable. Can I apply tan chord? But where is tangent? Where is my chord? Tan chord. Tan chord. But guys, if you see something you can help me, it's fine. So, or you want to say angles subtended by RS, they are equal. Problem, RS is not a chord. Wabona ge nkebe e le a chord, it was going to be applicable. RS is not a, gantši we say angle subtended by the same chord. RS is not a chord. It should be angle subtended. Why is RS not a chord? S is not at the circle. It's not at the circumference of a circle. So that theorem will not apply because, and it's easy. You can tell, or you cannot just say angle O is subtended to RS, so our P kanalo O. That's simple for 5 marks. It means you have to work here to get this 5 marks. I'm left with 5 minutes. The Zoom meeting will end 42,83 90. I have to figure this out in 90 minutes. Maybe if I can calculate OT, because this 9 TS, I'm not using it that much. Why am I not using it? How can I use a TS? Yeah, the trig ratio di ka šoma ka kudu, especially in a right angle triangle di ka šoma ka kudu. But Rn e lekana le NP. Are you guys aware of that? Rn equals to NP because of the theorem that say a line from the center of a circle to the chord bisect the chord. If you remember the first theorem, Rn equals to NP. Can we find Rp somehow? Guys, ntieleche. Okay, which theorem? RDSO. Uh, R, P, oh, PSN. This one. Renali 15. Renali N. Oh, PRS. Arche triangle PNS. Arche this triangle PNS. R is a right angle triangle, ne? Because this angle here is 90. I have to do it fast. I'm left with Riri. Well, we are looking for PN. Let's say we are looking for PN. What is PN? This PS is hypotenuse because it's the longest side. I'm going to do it fast. PS is hypotenuse. And what is NS? NS is the opposite side because it's opposite to our angle. What is PN? Is the adjacent. So I know PS is 15. So I'm going to say adjacent and hypotenuse. So katua. I'm going to say cos 42,83 equals to x over r. So katua, cos of an angle is equals to adjacent over hypotenuse. I'm using the trig ratios. So cos 42,83 equals to x over, what is the value of r? PS, the longest side, 15. So faster guys, it equals 42,83 times 15. We will find the value of x. We will find the value of Pn, the adjacent side. How much is Pn? Faster, 42,83 times 15. I'm left with 1 minute. How much you get? 0061 yona eo 11,0061. So now I have Rn, and I know this is a right angle. How can I find this angle? How can I find this angle? Maybe let me find NS as well, because it's still, and this is the opposite side. So I can say, if I'm looking for opposite, I can say sine 42,83 equals to, so Katua, y over r. Y is what I'm looking for, over 15. Yes, actually it is, say sine 42,83 times 15. This is what we were supposed to do faster. Sine 42,83 times 15. So y equals to 10,19 from here to here. 10,19. So it means an OR, we are getting, we have all this side of this triangle. We have all this side of a triangle. What is it that I don't see here? I will send a new link and we'll continue with this question, because I'm left with 1 minute and I'm not figuring it. Oh, but this is 90 here. If this is 90, okay. Maybe how can I find sometimes maths can be so hidden. I don't know what is it that I'm overlooking. I don't know what is it that I'm overlooking. Let me invite those guys. For sure, I'm going to be here for the last 5 minutes, 10 minutes when I'm busy solving this one. And the good thing is that I trust those guys. They are very smart. Wow, it's already 8:30. The time can move so fast. Then I'm going to this one, paste. Okay, I've sent the link. What I have to do, I have to share the screen as well. The screen is shared. Then let me go back to the question. I've figured PS is 15. I figured PN out. I figured NS out. So which means I can also figure out NT. I can also figure out NT. And I know that OR, the radius, is equivalent to OT. I have this side. So I have this side, I have 90. I'm left with this angle at the center. You are welcome, guys. Hopefully you are here. Angle ONOR. Did I read all the information? Yes. Yes. Tangent and chord was not applicable. Tan and chord. If you see something, guys, you'll help me. We know NR. We figured out NR. We figured out NP. But if we have NR and we are looking for this angle, and this is a right angle triangle, can I say arch, arch, arch? This was not for babies. This one was maths. Look here. I see something again here. Look, guys. Look at OR. Is the radius. Do you see it? Do you see OR? It's a radius, right? Do you see RS? Is a tangent, right? What did I say about radius and tangent? Guys, what did I say about radius and tangent? Yesterday good. Tangent is perpendicular to radius, which means that this angle here, the whole angle which is between radius and tangent should be 90 degree. And 42,83, let me raise this part here. 42,83 is this angle. It's only this part. It's only this part. And we know that the whole angle here, the sum of the whole angle should be 90 degree because tangent is perpendicular to radius. So to find this smaller part which is missing, we are going to say 90 minus 42,83. Are we happy with that one? Yes. So let's say 90 minus 42,83. 47,17. Now it is 47, good, or 47,17. Now it's easy to find angle O because we are going to say angle O plus 90 plus 47,17, it's 180. All angles in a triangle, angle O plus 90 plus 47,17, they must give us 180. All angles in a triangle, triangle RON. Do you see this triangle? Do you see the triangle? Yes. All angles in this triangle must be 180. So horar angle O is 180 minus 90 minus 47,17. How much is angle O? $42, 83. Okay, I'm going back to this question because I was just throwing everything on the board. I was trying to figure it out, and which is what, guys, you do when you are trying to figure out a solution. Now let me do it step by step with a clearer picture now. What we do, we say angle R, this angle here, is 42,83. Re boletše ka gore RS equals to PS. Ra reng? Tangent drawn from same point. This tangent ye jump from S, and this tangent ye jump from S, they are equal. Now because these tangents are equal, even the opposite angles of these sides are equal. We talked about it yesterday. Which angle is opposite to this side? Let me start with this side. Is 42,83. Which angle is opposite to this side? Is 42,83. So because these angles here, they are opposite to two sides that are equal. Even these angles are equal. So you say angle R equals to angle P. You say opposite angles of equal sides. This is the reason. So which means angle R is 42,83. So we figured that R is 42,83. Now we also had to figure out that tangent. You see, all the theorems that you are learning in the exam room, you have to use them. You have to, this is tangent. This is the radius. So this angle here, the whole angle should be 90. You now say RS is perpendicular to OR. RS is tangent. OR is the radius. So RS is perpendicular to OR. Therefore, this angle here should be 90. What are angle ORS is 90. This angle here. When we are looking for this smaller part, we will say, therefore, this smaller angle is angle ORN. We are looking at this ORN. We are looking at this small angle here. So it should be, whatever this small angle is going to be 90 minus rincha 42,83. How much do we get when we say 90 minus 42,83? How much did we get? Yes, 47,17. Good. Thanks. What are this angle here is 47,17. Now it's easy to find O because we know this angle, we know this angle, we are looking for O. So you say O plus N plus R, it's 180. O, we are looking for O. N is 90. R is 47,17, 180. So angle O, you take 90 to the other side, you will subtract it, 47, you will subtract it. Then we said it gives you 42,83. So it was, here you have to, there are a lot of theorems that you have to bring together. You first had to know what PS ile RS. Tangent from the same point. Wa hloka le go tseba gore P ile le R. Opposite angles. Wa hloka le go tseba gore angle R, the whole R in terms of ORS is 90 because tangent is perpendicular to radius. Yeah, here you needed to know your stuff. Then you find 47,17. You know that all these angles in a triangle must be 180. I love this question. This one you have to screenshot. Can you guys screenshot this question? When you are practicing your maths, also involve this question. It will improve your mathematical thinking. Your math skill will go to another level. And don't do cram work, because I was already using trig ratios that was not even necessarily here. The idea was to find this angle, and from this angle was to find this one, and from this one to find this one. So can you guys screenshot this question? You are no longer here. Fedich. Now we calculate the length of the radius. The length of the radius of a circle, 4 marks. Well, now we know this one is 47,17. This is 42,83. They want OR. They want the radius. How can we find the radius? Wow. Wow. Okay, it's fine. Guys, we can find PN here. We can find PN because this one we know it's 15. So we use a trig ratio. If we want, let's say this is our right angle triangle, because this angle is 90. I said all the angles here, it's 90. Wow. You start by saying PNS is 90. O thoma ka o tlhalosa gore angle ye ke 90. Why? Go ifa lebaka o ka no re vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angles are equal. Guys, ge re na le line ya mabedi a gatlhane, angle ye leng ka mo e lekana le ya ka mo, ya ka mo e lekana le ya ka mo. We say ke di vertically opposite angle. This angle equals to this one. This one equals to this one. So this 90 go ka lebella is vertically opposite to this one. So this angle is 90. So you start by showing where this angle is 90. Now, because this angle is 90, it's a right angle triangle. You can use trig ratios. You now say, I'm looking for this. You are saying this is a right angle triangle. And if because of 90, it's a right angle because of 90, it means PS is a hypotenuse, is the longest side. PN, let me start with NS. NS is the opposite because it's opposite to our angle. Obviously, this is adjacent. So we are looking for adjacent, and we have let me do this. We are looking for adjacent, and we have a hypotenuse. Which trig ratio can help us? Ye nang le adjacent le hypotenuse mo go yona. Remember, so katua cos is the trig definition of cos is adjacent over hypotenuse. Now you say cos of our angle. Our angle is 42,83. Our reference angle is 42,83. So you say 42,83 equals to adjacent over hypotenuse over 15. You now say 15 times cos 42,83. Kana ke bokae? 15 times cos 42,83. 11,006. 1014. I'm not rounding off because it's not a final answer. Now senke ke fitla answering ya mafelo ke ngwala ka moka. I'm not rounding off. So gore adjacent is 11,00061014. Ska tswa fa go ingwala. And go ka lebelela now PN re ke phumule mo. PN e lekana le RN. Yes, PN e lekana le NR. Why? Because there is a line drawn from the center of a circle to chord. And this line, we have a line from the center of a circle to the chord. And this line is perpendicular. Go a line from the center of a circle to the chord, il perpendicular. It means PN ilekana le an NR. So PN key 11,00061014. Or even NR is 11,00061014. Now I know NR. Now it's easy to find OR. Still using trig ratios. What do I have? Firstly, I have to ask myself which angle I want to use. I have 42,83. I also have 47,17 in this triangle. Let me use angle 42,83 as the reference. It means this side will be opposite. It means RN will be opposite. It's opposite to this angle. So I do have opposite side, which is 11,00061014. I have the opposite side, so I'm looking for OR, which is, I'm looking for OR because it's the radius, which is also the hypotenuse. So which one has got opposite and hypotenuse? Sine. So you say sine 42,83 equals to opposite, which is 11,00061014. comma 0.0061014 over the hypotenuse, which is OR. Now you solve for x. So cross multiply hypotenuse times sine 42,83 equals to 11,0006114. And then if you are looking for hypotenuse, now you have to divide both sides by sine 42,83 sine 42,83. Hypotenuse ya gago, the OR, is equals to 11,000 divided by sine 42,83. Guys, I have a question for you. Yes. Okay, it's the answer. Okay, it's fine. Oh, okay, thanks. This is November 2016. I will ask one of the question here. I will explain something and I will ask you when we meet again. So this question was tricky, ne? Very tricky. Go and solve it. I'm erasing everything. Go and solve it and show me your answers. Sorry. Go and solve this question and give me your answers. Maybe you will send your solution on WhatsApp. Agree screenshot it. You solve for the size of angle O. You also find the length of the radius. Don't be you can use other strategies. Scatter or crammer what I did. There are many ways to kill a cat in mathematics. So don't try to cram what I was doing. Come with understanding. Do this question with understanding. Try to look for angle O in triangle NOR, and you also try to look for the radius. Go and do this one. It's a good practice because iverikisha theorem challenge. The theorem challenge is very key. Theorem ye very killing. Ki tangent from the same point she. Yagur RS ilikan PS. Waverekali another theorem yagur tangent is perpendicular to radius. This angle is 90 degrees. Waverekali theorem a line drawn from the center of a circle to the chord. A line which is perpendicular. It bisects the chord. A hell a lot of theorem worked here. I love this question. I love it so much. Go and practice it because it will do our theorem chagao. This 9 marks, grade 11 November 2016. Wonderful question. Wonderful examiner here. Guys, we will meet next time. Let's meet on Tuesday. Yeah, let's meet. That question of physics, requiere yona resolve or re ke tla send another link ra dira. I will send another link. Now, expect the link now. I will also bring the question from WhatsApp. Then we do it. Because if we postpone, we might not do it. Better now. I will send the link to both of you. Thank you so much, guys. How can I stop the meeting? Is it F10 or F?